I do most of my beauty treatments at home myself. If you have a chronic illness, leaving your house is really difficult, so I like to find products and tools that I can use at home. I highlight my own hair, I tint my brows, I do my hair removal, and I want to share all of the things that I use and recommend for some self-care at home. So let's get started. I'm gonna start off with eyebrow tinting. I tint my eyebrows about once a month, and I use a professional tint because I'm trained in it. Now, you're not supposed to use professional products if you are not trained. However, I don't think they're that different from the non-professional stuff. You just have to remind yourself that the strength is a little higher. Now, the great thing about tinting your brows is that it tints even the tiny little baby hairs. This is great if you overplucked your brows a lot in the early 2000s like I did, but it also means you get a better shape that you have more control over, it's more long lasting, and you don't have to fill your brows in as much. Now, the professional range has a lot of different shades from warm to cool, light to dark. You just have to make sure you get the right developer that is sold separately and try to match up the brands just to make it easier. I would start by using the drugstore brands if you're a complete beginner, and then once you feel confident, you can switch to more of the pro stuff. For instance, in the drugstore, you can get the Epilator one. It doesn't have as much payoff and it doesn't last as long as the professional tints, but it's still a really good place to start. You want to look for the one that has a color and then an activator. Sometimes these will have a wipe on, wipe off clear gel. It's still pretty good, but I feel like you have more control if you are mixing up the tint yourself. It's also closer to the tints that you're going to be using once you switch to professional products. Now, if all of that is far too scary for you, but you still want to tint your brows, you can try the Maybelline Tattoo Brow. This is a peel-off gel. You paint on the brow shape, leave it to dry, and peel it off. And some people even use this to line their lips or do little fake freckles as well. Now, it only lasts for about 3 days, but it's a great introduction into tinting your brows. If you do want a full video on eyebrow tinting, let me know. Now, another thing that I also do at home is I highlight my hair at home, and I use this guy. Yes, this is the most basic old-fashioned box, but I kind of like that it hasn't changed in years. One of these boxes will last me about 6 months because I only mix up a little bit at a time. This comes with a developer and a powder, so you only take what you need and then just wrap all of the rest of it up. Don't mix it all in one go. Now, for a hair mask, I love this one. This one comes in so many different scents, and they're always bringing out new ones, and I just feel like they are heavenly. You can use it as a conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, or a hair mask. And when Davey was growing his hair to donate to charity, he used this all the time. We live in a really hard water area, so we need all the help that we can get. Another product that I absolutely love is Wonder Water as well. This is amazing. I don't use it as much, but definitely for special occasions to treat myself. This product just makes your hair so shiny and silky. I absolutely love it. Now, for hair removal, I will either use some wax strips. These are really handy. They don't irritate my skin. They're an Irish brand. They're amazing. But for all my other hair removal, I will use an Epilator. Hands down, the best beauty tool that I have ever bought. Basically, this is like an electric tweezers. It just spins around and like sucks up all the hair. The hair grows back a lot slower, thinner, and over time it gets thinner and thinner and sheerer and sheerer. It's tough at the beginning to start using this because it can be a little painful, but it gets so much easier. If you are sick of waxing and shaving, get yourself one of these. And finally, teeth whitening. Now, you can't get teeth whitening here in Ireland unless you go to a dentist first and then they have to approve you. The whitening strips that we do have here in Ireland are a very low level. It's 0.1%, and anything above that is illegal unless it's approved by a dentist. Now, I don't want to go into a whole rant about why the Irish government is so protective over our teeth when there's so many other things that they can be doing. To me, this is a little bit of a money-making thing, and I also think that if teeth whitening strips were even just 2% strength, we would stop people from going over to other countries and getting their teeth done dangerously. But don't get me started on my rant about teeth whitening. I just pick up these Crest strips whenever I'm in the US or I'm in Canada, but here's a fun little trick. Cut the strips in half, so cut the top and the bottom off, and leave those two still in the packet and wrap it back up in the foil. This way you're going to get double the amount of treatments, and when you can't travel that much to the US or Canada to get more whitening strips, this just means I have strips for a little bit longer. And there you go. Those are just some of my home products and tools that I use. If you do have any products that you're wondering about, maybe there's a service that you want to get done but you have a chronic illness, or maybe it's just not in your price range, Definitely let me know if there's something that you need help with, and I'll try and find the right product that you can purchase yourself and use at home safely. And as always, my friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I do have a video coming up on home tanning and home nail care, and I'll see you soon. Bye!